So here's a question to think about. How has this pandemic or the situation, the lockdown, so to speak, how has that affected the way that you look at your law firm? How does it change the way that you view your practice? Everything's changed. Everything's different. I don't know if things will go back to normal, so to speak, after this. I hope there's some semblance of that, but my feeling is that this situation is forcing us to change in ways that will probably be permanent. So there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of fear, rightfully so. But I think, if you're running a law firm right now, this is a great time for reflection. This is a good opportunity to look at your business from a fresh perspective, because you need to. You were likely caught off guard or unprepared for this, like every other person. But it's likely revealed certain weaknesses or vulnerabilities within your practice that at some point would need to be addressed. And so why not now, right? So it's time to think more strategically about how you're running your law firm. Look at your past numbers, look at what's worked in the past and what hasn't, revenue, overhead costs, how your clientele has ebbed and flowed in past years, and if you can pinpoint the causes of that. Because now you really have to buckle down and determine what your business, what your law firm needs to run, and how it can run as efficiently and economically and profitably as possible. Because I think now this situation has made us aware that things can change in an instant, and you need to make sure that while you have concerns for your employees and everything, all the ancillary people that you deal with on a daily basis, whether employees or contractors or whatever it is, you do have a responsibility to some extent to them, but your ultimate responsibility is to the practice itself, to yourself, and making sure that your practice can withstand these types of things. And it's not easy, but if your practice can't withstand this, then your employees won't have a job to return to either way. So if you have to make some tough decisions now in terms of what your overhead really should be, what your productivity should be, how much work should you be getting out each month, and what resources do you need to get that, it really should be your core focus. Eliminating waste, increasing productivity, increasing efficiency, and increasing profitability. And the stronger you build that foundation, the more employees that you'll be able to support down the road, and the better financial position you'll be in to do that, and give yourself some peace of mind when tough times come again in the future, because they undoubtedly will. So try to use this time as strategically as possible for your practice, and just take a minute to step back and figure out what you're learning from it, how it's changing your perspective, and what you can do to make those improvements going forward.